So we know the dollar gives America all of its power. The US has a big military because the dollar is the reserve currency. The US has economic power over countries because the dollar is the reserve currency. Countries buy US debt, which funds everything because the dollar is the reserve currency. And this is why the Soviet Union tried desperately to weaken the US dollar as the reserve currency. They were completely unsuccessful. And then came Putin's Trump. The official Monetary and Financial Institute Forum just reported that 1 in 3 banks managing $5 trillion are shifting into gold, the euro, and the yuan. The dollar was the world's safest and most powerful currency, but now central banks plan to buy more than 7 other currencies before they buy more dollars. The euro is rising fast, but more importantly, the yuan is gaining long term trust, and Trump is the reason for this. 70% of central banks say Trump makes the dollar too risky. The US is a short term culture, we know this, but combine this with a narcissistic leader who cares only about himself, and you can see the coming disaster. Now, compare this with China's values of harmony and long term orientation, and you can understand the appeal. The reality is that the global system works when it's stable, when countries, businesses, and people can plan because they can reasonably predict what will happen because things are stable. Trump has created instability. So the world is turning to stable, long term oriented China, a stable, cooperative Europe, and historically stable gold. The dollar is still king, but it has never been this weak or so close to not being king. Join us for more geopolitical perspectives at culturalperspective.com.